This is Time Sandwich. What the hell do you say about this episode?
An entire episode devoted
Just
to
about
a sandwich.
eating a sandwich. Pretty much, Jake makes it looks like the greatest sandwich ever made. I mean, it has, like, you know, the soul of a lobster, a quite fresh bird, you know, fresh off the windowsill into the sandwich, and just all these incredible things.
Prismo's pickles.
Oh, what were they?
Remember Prismo? From the...
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, and that was like the, what he had? Tears for salt?
Yeah.
So... But then Magic Man comes in, steals his sandwich, but he wants to enjoy it as much as he can. He wants to savor the moment, so he puts himself in kind of this time bubble where he goes super, super slow, which is really funny. I think that's a very funny idea.
After giving a riddle
to get his sandwich back, which has, I can't repeat it, something like 7:20 when the leaves are
turn brown.
Yeah, and you're upside down, or something, frown upside down. I don't know. But I just know that meant 7:20 could also be a sad face, which, is that really a thing?
No.
I was gonna say, because I'm trying to go in my head like...
you know what, maybe it is.
I'm a pretty visual person. I'm trying to think in my head, how is 7:20 a sad face? I'm like trying to look at it upside down, and I can't see this, so... I don't know. I don't know if it actually is a sad
More
face,
like 7:25? No. Yeah. No. 7:20 would be like... Still, it would be like...
It should be 8:20.
No. 8:20 would work, or 7:25.
If somebody can figure out how 7:20 means sad face, go ahead and post it, because I really don't know. Maybe it's like a common knowledge thing, we just don't know what everybody else knows. I don't know, but, you know...
It just seems crooked to me looking at a clock.
You know what? And even if it's not a common knowledge thing, you just made it up, somebody find a way. Because now I'm really curious. Somebody out there has to be clever enough to make 7:20 a sad face. Now it's like a challenge. Okay? Or something everybody knows. Either way, we're going to be either dumbfounded or just dumb. So it'll be great.
I think we already figured that one out.
Probably. So, okay, so we got, so he's in the time bubble, and the whole thing is just figuring out how to get Magic Man out of the time bubble to stop him from eating the sandwich. And they get Bubblegum there, BMO has a plan, Marceline gets, everyone just gets stuck in this time bubble. And finally figures out that Jake has to be sad in order to enter the time bubble, so he does, but he has to stay sad, so he thinks up this scenario where Mr. Cupcake is moving in on Rainicorn, but that makes him angry, so then he thinks about how him and Mr. Cupcake never got to hang out after he's dead, and this is probably longer than needs to be complicated story, which was pretty funny. I appreciate it for how needless it was. Finally breaks the bubble, and all the things that they set up fall on Magic Man. That was a great payoff. I loved BMO hitting him. I loved Marceline coming down. I loved him hitting the explosion. All that stuff. That was great. That was really, really cool. And really funny. And then Jake gets his sandwich. He bites it, and he likes it. I thought maybe a little funnier if he thought it was okay, or, you know.
Actually, that would have been hilarious.
That's really where I thought they were going, you know. And that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. Or even if they didn't go that route, just something a little different, but I think just him crying, I was sort of like, there could have been something else there, but, you know, it's fine. And, yeah, it's just a fun, waste of time episode. It's weird, it's strange. One of the things actually that really stands out to me, I don't know why, I'm wondering if you noticed it too, or if maybe I just was reading too much into it, but for some reason the color in the first half before it gets really cloudy out, something about the color really popped in this. Did you get that at all? Like, the green looked particularly really sharp, and the sky looked like, I don't know, it seemed sharper than usual.
During what? During the episode?
During the first half of the episode before it got cloudy.
That was the point, I think. Was while he's making this, everything is so bright and perfect and great that when he tries to make the sandwich again, all of a sudden everything is just gray and dull.
No, but I mean, even before it went gray and dull, like, something about, like, when BMO was building the ramp and everything, just something about the color seemed especially vibrant about it. I don't know, because I don't even know what they would do or whatever. And like I said, maybe it's just me, and maybe it's just something about being maybe just being a week away from Adventure Time and not seeing a super bright episode or something. I don't know, but technically Wait, we've been 2 weeks away, right? Or is it 1 week?
One.
Was it one? Okay.
We did them last week.
Okay, did we?
Yes.
What was the week we had Brett over and did?
That was like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, it was 2 weeks ago. Okay, my bad. So...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, okay. Anyway, so, yeah, no, it was fun. It was enjoyable. It was... I love the time bubble. I thought that was surreal, and funny. I love Magic Man. I love the little portals he makes just to slap him. He'd just go up and slap him, but he has to make these dumb portals.
I'd totally do that if I could, though.
Why even give him a riddle to figure it out? It doesn't really
Riddle!
matter,
It's not even a riddle, it's wordplay at best! These are hard, you try to come up with one.
So, yeah, I thought it was fine. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those where your definition, your phrase, it's a fun waste of time.
Yeah.
I think that's very much true with this one. I really enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun, but there's really nothing...
There's no purpose.
Furthering the plot line. Like,
Yeah.
this is like an average episode of an average cartoon. And what I mean by that is there's no storyline.
Yeah, it's totally self-contained. For
Yeah.
the most, I mean, you have to know what the characters are, obviously, but yeah.
A while ago, I showed this to Jory. Rest in peace, by the way. Still juiced.
Yeah. You should really clean her up over there. I mean, it's just been on the ground for a while. I almost slipped coming in.
Well, that's the point. I was hoping you'd fall.
Nah. Well, it's a good attempt, but it clearly didn't work.
But no, when Jory watched this originally, I showed it to her because, like, that's how she is when she makes a sandwich. She's all into it, and it's like... She's, like, making art. It's great. Even when, like, putting, like, mustard or ketchup or anything on anything, she's like... Yeah, it's great. But now she's like... now it makes so much more to me now that I know all the characters.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fun to watch without knowing anyone, but when you actually know the characters, it makes more sense.
Yeah. And I do have... There is something to, like, when Jake comes in, lets the creative light shine on him, and it's... I mean, the two things I think when I see that, one is that... For me, anyway, it's really weird, but if it's like a really bright, sunny day and it's nice out, I do work a lot better. Like, I actually do force myself to get up early in the morning, even though I hate getting up in the morning, but I force myself to do it because I know I'll work better, I'll work faster, I'll be more focused. And I actually... It used to be the way around. It used to be, like, in nighttime, because, like, nobody was around back then, everybody's asleep, but now it's like, I think with our generation, we've just all grown up staying up really late, so, like, everyone is around and everybody's talking, so now it's like, morning is kind of like the quiet time now, and, like, the private time where you can sort of, like, let your mind flow and stuff, so...
No, thank you.
But I do hate getting up for it.
So you stay away from me, I'll have my nighttime all to myself.
But the other thing, that... I always see people who can cook. I mean, like you were talking about, make like an art form with it and stuff like that. It's those people I respect the hell out of, because I can't do it at all. I cannot cook a thing. At the most I can do is macaroni and cheese.
I made that today! That's what I had, and it did not turn out well.
Yeah, we suck! But, like, no, I know a lot of people, because a lot of people around me can. My wife can cook, or my brother can cook, his wife can cook, and I don't mean, like, just... Oh, they can make a meal. Like, I mean, like, particularly Rob and his wife, like, when they put something together, they'll just, like, Chef Ramsay it and just make it, like, a work of art or something like that. You'll just see them do, like, it's like watching a painter paint something, this canvas, these certain strokes and stuff. You'll just see, like, with the salt, they'll just be like, No, and the butter, it's only got to be, shoom, like that. It's like watching a magic trick or something. And they, like, so get into it, but the food tastes really good. It always looks unbelievable. It looks like a friggin' sculpture, and I don't want to eat it, but it tastes really good, so I eat it.
You know why? Because they don't follow the instructions.
That's probably very true. I can't do that.
Exactly. I have to look at what's
I can't
there.
follow them, and I can't not follow them either. I'm like the worst of both worlds because I'm so bad at that.
Whenever I make something, I have to like follow like what's going on, or I'll screw it up. No,
Yeah,
Jory's the same way though, where she can kind of just be like, I need some more salt. We'll do this much, and we'll do this. She doesn't measure. She just kind of does, and it turns out great. Best wife ever. She cooks the best. I don't care what anyone says, even though she's juice on the floor.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for her to cook now.
Damn it!
Why don't we cook with Jory? Like, we can put her on some stuff. you know,
Would
lemon
that be
helps
like
and stuff.
cannibalism, though?
Well, kind of. I mean, maybe if we put it on something lemony.
Well, okay, I know cannibalism is eating the same species as you, but what about drinking? So let's say you take someone, you toss them in like a blender, turn it into like a liquid, and then you can drink it. I mean, would that still be cannibalism?
Bottleism?
That could be possible. I don't know.
I think we've clearly run out of material for this vlog.
No, I can keep going on with the whole cannibalism. Like, there's this one movie I saw
Okay, keep going.
where his face was ripped off and then shoved into his own mouth, and they're bringing up the question, is that cannibalism or not? And I guess that's called auto-cannibal. Oh my god! Oh, hey, Jory. How you doing? Oh, no, that's not Jory. What is this? Is this pee?
That clearly didn't work how it was supposed to. I wanted to hit you, so let's...
I don't get it. What was that?
Alright, don't catch it this time.
Okay, I won't catch it. So I'm sitting there, and
Booyah!
I don't get his comedy either, man.